Some connections don't arrive with romance, they arrive with confusion. This is the story of a woman who came to me saying, I don't know what is happening, but I cannot ignore him. Something inside me feels stirred. I don't feel romantically connected, but there is something about this connection. What unfolded was not a coincidence, it was a soul connection revealing itself in an unexpected form. She had never been someone who formed emotional bonds easily. In fact, she told me, I have always felt reserved, like there's a boundary around me. But then she met him. Not through drama, not through pursuit, just presence. She said, he keeps coming into my thoughts, and I don't understand why. There is something about this connection for sure. Soon, other things followed. Dreams, symbolic images, yet alongside that came something else. Overwhelm. She said, when I'm around him, things inside me come up. Emotions I didn't know were there. Sometimes I just feel like running away. What was surfacing wasn't about him alone. It was her own unhealed layers, fear, vulnerability, suppressed emotion. I advised her to get her Akashic records reading and healing done for the situation. I guided her into her Akashic records, and clarity began to emerge. She was shown that this person was not a random soul connection. He was her twin flame appearing through a split aspect of the same soul. Not separate, just a different expression. Upon asking for clarity, she saw her twin flame getting split into two parts, one carrying the lighter, more detached awareness that was the 5D version, and another part carried the emotional weight, human and earthly processing, the 3D version. Upon asking the reason for split, we were told that the split was not a punishment, rather it was a protection. After repeated lifetimes of intensity, loss and trauma, the soul divided its consciousness so healing could happen faster, without overwhelming a single form. She was the source soul, carrying both the light and shadow aspects, and her twin flame was divided into light and shadow aspects separately. And this is why this person's presence activated her shadow. Not because he was doing something wrong, but because he carried the unhealed emotional layers of the same soul she was bonded to. He carried the unhealed aspects of her own soul. His role was to bring buried material to the surface, and her role, without realizing it, was to mirror that awakening back to him. So both of them triggered each other, brought each other's emotional wounds to surface so that healing happens faster. She once asked me softly, why does it feel like he sees parts of me I have never faced? And now she knew the reason. Because split soul connections don't arrive for comfort, they arrive for integration. And as this understanding settled, healing began. Not all at once, not easily. There were layers to release. Grief, fear, attachment, resistance, moments where she felt light, and moments where she felt emotionally tired. As she did her inner work, her shadow self healing, the intensity slowly softened. Not the connection, but the charge around it. This connection was never meant to be chased. It was meant to prepare. Prepare both souls for deeper alignment, prepare the fragmented aspects to heal. Prepare consciousness for integration, whether in this life or beyond. Split souls don't rush union, they restore wholeness first. This was a beautiful session, and we learned some connections come to awaken. Not every soul bond is meant to look the way the mind expects. Some arrive quietly, disrupt deeply, and leave you more whole and complete than before. When healing happens, clarity follows. And when clarity arrives, the soul knows exactly what to do next. This was her story, her session with her split soul twin flame.